Hello and welcome to 5Drive School of Motoring. It's Mohammed. I hope you guys are doing great. This is a mock test video of my wife. She's a full license holder. I took her out for a mock test and let's see what she's gonna do on her test. Hello, welcome to the mock test.
Yes, I had no more excuses left. You know, you've been nagging me for ages and I said when you'll buy an Audi, that's when I'll go for one. And unfortunately, no more excuses, so here we are.
Right, let's see how your test is gonna go.
Brilliant, perfect as always.
Yeah, that's what you think. We're gonna find out. Okay, so are you ready then?
Of course I am.
Okay, right. Through the test, I would like you to follow the road ahead. If I want you to turn left or right, I'll tell you in plenty of time. I'll ask you to do one maneuver, 20 minutes of independent driving and maybe emergency stop. If you're not sure at any point, you can ask me, okay? So I'm gonna ask you the first question about the car. Can you please tell me how would you check if your power assisted steering wheel is in working order?
Well, by moving off and then of course just moving the steering around, you'll know whether it's working or not. I think it's quite straightforward.
Well, that's what you think. But anyway, it's right. When you're ready, you can move off, please.
Okay. The only one thing I remember about driving and going for tests was to go for a 180-degree check.
That's good, at least you remember something.
I always remember everything. Right.
Right, she passed the test about 18 years ago. That is before I passed mine. So when she moves off, she does a good 360 check, including the right blind spot. So the answer for how to check the steering wheel was wrong. So she gets a minor mistake for that. So the speed limit will be mentioned at the top left corner throughout this video. This junction was very busy, so she got a bit annoyed with a lot of traffic, but in the end, she pulls out at the right time.
Oh dear, this isn't going to work.
And then I would like you to pull up on the left somewhere safe, please. Hello, thank you. Drive on again when you're ready, please. Turn left. She did well to stop for this taxi, but I expected her to stop a little bit before.
Test.
When was it?
18 years ago.
Oh my god, you passed the test before I did. And
I also passed first time.
Oh, that's good. It's always special to pass first time.
It always is.
Well, let's see if you're going to pass today.
After 18 years of experience, yes. Maybe some bad habits,
Yeah,
but it shouldn't be too bad.
Thing, isn't it? End of the road, turn left, please. When taking this left turn at the end of the road, she does not check any mirrors at all. So she picks up another minor mistake for not checking mirrors. Yeah, that's the problem with the full license holders, isn't it? There's no one to actually shout at them, so
Excuse me, I get that all the time. Yes.
Well, I don't think that was true, but that's what she thinks. She's only made one minor mistake so far, which is surprising. I was expecting more, to be honest. Okay, I would like you to take the next road on the right. And then I want you to take the next road on the right again soon after this van. It's a bit hidden. Take the next road on the left. And then I want you to pull up on the left just before that black Audi in front of us. Don't worry about the driveway between this white car and Audi. Keep distance so you can move off easily.
I'm too far from the curb.
It's okay, don't worry about it. Right, so this is reverse parking exercise. I would like you to pull out when you're ready, park next to the car in front of us, right? And then
park next to the car, you mean behind this car?
No, just parallel to that black car. Okay.
So blocking the road?
Yeah, and then you're going to reverse back and you're going to try and do the reverse parking exercise, so parallel park, okay? And I want you to finish that maneuver within 2 cars length space and try and keep reasonably close to the curb, okay? And you don't have to worry about driving on this occasion. So when you're ready.
Oh, there's a car behind me.
This is where she got a serious mistake for not observing. So she pulled out next to the car, didn't observe much, and there was a car coming behind, and she realized that late. And she put the hazard warning light on, and then when she carries on with the maneuver, does not check anywhere at all. All she's looking at is the curb. So she picks up a serious mistake for observation while doing this maneuver. She did that maneuver perfectly fine, nice and close to the curb, but then again, if you're not observing, you will pick up a serious mistake. So she was quite happy with the maneuver, but I told her in the end that it's a serious mistake for observation. Yeah, that looks okay. Thank you very much, and I would like you to drive on again when you're ready. Just follow the road ahead.
tonight.
Oh, right. We can talk about that later on, maybe.
I'm hungry right now.
We need to do this test first, isn't it? I'd like you to pull up on the left somewhere safe. Yeah, probably we can talk about that dinner later on. Okay.
Not when I'm already hungry.
Oh, you'll have to bear with it for, at least we finish the test. Okay, right, let's concentrate on your driving, please. Now, this is the start of independent driving, okay? So, when you're ready, I would like you to move off, turn right at the end of the road and follow the signs for Bingley. Okay? So, drive on when you're ready, turn right at the end of the road and follow the signs for Bingley. When she moved off here, she did not check any blind spot at all. So, she picked up another minor mistake.
Turning right. Can I just pop into Mum and Dad's just to grab something?
Excuse me?
Yes, come on, man. It's not an actual test.
No, well, it isn't, but we can't just stop everywhere and,
Not everywhere. I just had to pick something up.
No,
Mum.
sorry. You can't do that during the mock test. I'm sorry about that. You can do that after the mock test. You've got to be patient. Did you guys hear that? She actually wanted to pop into her mom's house to pick up something on a mock test. That was hilarious, and I straight away refused. She probably thought that we are out on a ride or something, but obviously this is not going to happen in your mock test. Then I would like you to follow the signs for Shipley.
Follow the signs for Shipley.
Here, she anticipated really well and she kept the cycle path clear. So if she went further, the light was going to change and she was going to be in trouble. So very good anticipation here. It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Definitely is. badly in Egypt, do you remember?
Yeah, I do. I quite enjoyed it, to be honest.
You enjoyed it near the pyramids as well, didn't you? With your horse? With your lazy horse?
Yeah, it was a really lazy horse though.
So excuse me, I thought we were meant to be professional here.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I think you are the one who's dragging me into all this conversation.
Yeah. It's always my fault, isn't it?
Well, she dragged me into this conversation of horse riding, and then she was blaming me for talking too much about horse riding and not being professional.
To be honest, I can remember when I had my test, my examiner was lovely. And yeah, we were having conversations about anything and everything.
So you're trying to say I'm not lovely? Well, that's a bit rude.
No
isn't it?
comment.
I'm a bit offended now. And a bit jealous as well.
That was 18 years ago.
So I'd like you to follow signs for Skipton, please. See that signboard on the
No,
left?
of course I can.
Well, here I've fast forwarded this video a little bit because she was stuck in this queue of traffic for a little while whilst following the signs for Skipton.
When I was learning to drive and passed my test, it used to be a very horrible roundabout here.
That's right.
And
yeah,
joining
it's
it
all
from
too
this
long.
end was a killer.
Yeah, it was pain. I remember that as well. I think they've changed it like, if I'm not wrong, about just 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, I do remember as well. It was pain to go towards 5th exit. It's a lot more easier now, isn't it?
Definitely. The traffic.
Yeah, it's always bad down that way. Just wanted to tell you, speed limit is still 30.
Sorry. I was approaching.
This is where she got a second serious mistake for overspeeding. So she was approaching a 40 miles an hour sign, and before she got a 40 miles an hour sign, she was doing about 37 miles an hour. So she was technically still in 30 zone and overspeeding. So she gets another serious mistake.
Feels we could have been doing something a lot better today, you know, the weather's lovely rather than spending it in here. Exactly.
Yeah, never mind. Hopefully we're going to get more beautiful days. Okay, now I want you to follow the signs for Bingley. While coming up to this roundabout, she takes the most right lane. She should have taken the middle lane because that goes towards Bingley as well. But it's okay because when she took the exit, what happened? She stayed in her lane, and after the roundabout, she got back in the left lane safely, which was still okay. But if you want to see the best way to deal with that roundabout, there's a link coming up now. If you can click that, I've put a video already on YouTube about this roundabout. So she's still in the right lane, and further down on this road, she will check her mirrors and signal left and come back in the left lane. which was still fine. The problem would be if she just kept driving in the right lane, then she will pick up another serious mistake.
And I would normally overtake this car, but I have to abide to the 50 miles per hour.
That's right, yeah. So that tells how these learners feel, isn't it? They have to do everything right. While you guys who pass the test, they can do whatever they want.
Like, this car's getting on my nerves now.
Okay, don't worry, we're not going to be very long on this road. I would like you to take the exit ahead, please, towards Bingley.
Still gonna be behind this car.
So still following the signs for Bingley. Here she goes past 30 sign and she was still driving in about 5th gear. So it was a bit too high gear to drive here. And then she later on changes the gear, so she picks up a minor mistake in driving in too high gear. Follow the signs for Shipley.
God, I realise how nerve-wracking it must be for
Learners.
Exactly. It's a bit nerve-wracking for me as well at the moment.
Or mock test as well. So think about
and
the
that
real
with my
test.
husband. Yeah.
Think about the real test then.
It's tough. Learning to drive, it is tough.
It just requires consistency. That's all. Okie dokie, that's the end of independent driving, okay? So I'll give you directions as normal. This is 30 miles an hour road, and she kept driving above 30, like 32 to 33 miles an hour, so not really fast. That's why she got another minor mistake for overspeeding. Please show me how would you switch the rear demisters on. If the rear window is demisting, how would you clear it up?
That one then?
Yeah, just press that. Thank you. You can switch it off now. it is for this weather.
Very classic.
Turn right in the traffic lights, please. Catch a bit of traffic here. So, double mini roundabout, follow the road ahead, please. Then follow the road ahead with this roundabout as well.
What are you scribbling on that?
I'll let you know later on.
I don't need to know.
And that really made me laugh when she said, what are you scribbling on that paper? So I was just updating my notes for her mock test, but that really made me laugh.
Plenty of ducks.
Yeah, I think they're enjoying the weather as well.
There used to be a hidden speed limit sign here.
Well, It's not hidden anymore.
Is it not?
You will be able to see them.
I can remember my examiner, bless him. He was so good. He told me that the sign's hidden.
They're just coming up. You will be able to see that. Sometimes trees are hanging over the sign. You can see them.
Just going back to the test centre now.
Yeah, we're just heading back.
Thank God.
Did it feel very long? I had to fast forward this part of the mock test as well because there was quite a bit of traffic. Probably we chose the wrong time for the mock test. We were just hitting school traffic, so that's the reason we picked up a lot of traffic.
There's always roadworks going on here.
Yeah.
This road, Toller Lane, Bingley Road. It's really bad.
Yeah, it's the same in Leeds as well.
Look at him. Sorry.
She anticipated really well to keep that junction cleared, and she only pulled out when it was safe. So the traffic got really bad, so I had to cut the part of the video to make it a bit shorter, otherwise it was going to be really long. You to take the next road on the left. Right, it was a 20 miles an hour zone, and she kept overspeeding to about 22 miles an hour. So this is another minor mistake for overspeeding. When going back to the test center, on this right turn, the position of the right turn was a bit too much to the right. So this is another minor mistake. Could have been serious if there was any oncoming traffic. Right, we're back to the test center now, and I'll let you guys listen to the feedback I gave her at the end of the mock test. just leave the engine on. Okay, just give me a few seconds. I'm going to finalize your results. Okay, that's the end of the test. And what do you think you've done?
I don't think I've made any serious mistakes.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think so.
What if I say you have made many serious mistakes?
I don't think so. I will disagree on that.
Okay. I'll do that with the proof, right? When this video is ready, I'll show you that. First one was your parallel park.
Okay.
No observation.
I did observe.
You did observe, but once the car was actually behind you,
Yeah. But the car came behind me, so.
so you should observe before you actually pull out. And when you started to do the maneuvers, you just started to do the maneuver once that car was gone. You didn't look at all after that. You just started to do your maneuver. Okay. But as I said, I'll have proof. Don't worry about it. Okay. And the second was overspeeding. Yeah. When you're coming up to the 40 sign, your speed was well above 30 before you actually got to 40 sign.
I did realise that one.
Okay, at least you agree with something. That's
Then
good.
again, I guess everyone that passes does things like that.
That's
anyway.
true. That's true. But you are being assessed. So if
I'm always being assessed, by the way, whenever I'm driving with you.
But on the other hand, there were a few minors where you could do better, like checking the mirrors. Yeah, that's the main problem with full
Because what
license
I've
holders.
realised is you can never please your instructors with checking the mirrors. It's never enough.
I understand where you're coming from. However, the best way to think about is you always check your mirrors before you change your speed or direction. That's it. So if you do that, trust me, you can, please your examiner, you can please your instructor. Just before you change your speed or direction.
I
you
think
must
this
check
has
your
just become second nature to you guys. Just mark them down for mirrors because, of course, that is going to happen somewhere.
That's only going to happen when you don't check your mirrors before you change your speed or direction.
Do all your learners have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not checking the mirrors is one of the leading cause to fail the test in the UK. And you understand why, because obviously you need to know what's happening around you. Secondly, your gears. I'm not talking about serious mistakes now, but gears. Sometimes you're driving at 35 and you're in 5th gear. Is that the gear you should be in at that speed?
No.
Not really. I mean, engine is struggling. Well, fair enough, you've got experience. You didn't stall or anything, but
And I couldn't hear my engine struggling at all at
you
any
know,
point
when you
if
when
I
you were
did.
coming up the hill after taking Bingley exit,
I think
you were
only
like-
at one point, yeah.
yeah,
only
it's
at one
like 5th gear. So that's too high for gear. So you need to make sure that you're driving at appropriate gear. So 5th gear you should be selecting once you're driving above 40 miles an hour, isn't it? And it's not hill as well. So yeah, again, nothing serious about it. But
So I
these-
passed the test. I passed the test.
I've told you 2 serious mistakes. How could you pass the test?
There only one serious. What's
Two.
the other serious?
One was the for overspeeding,
Oh, this.
and the second one was not observing when doing parallel park. But you could get a serious mistake for not checking mirrors if that happens multiple times. Okay, but
Right.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Well, there is a sign in our house which says, I am right and he's wrong, end of story. And that's what she was trying to prove here. But unfortunately, she couldn't, because I've got a proof that she's failed the test. Anyways, I hope you guys have liked this video and you've enjoyed it. If you have, let us know please by liking this video, and do not forget to subscribe our channel. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.